So can you introduce yourself and tell me a little bit about you?
Absolutely. Hello, I'm Claire Thomas, and I am a food writer, food blogger, and lifestyle expert. I have a new cookbook that just published at the end of August, which is very exciting, and I have extensive experience on camera. I used to host a TV show on ABC called Food for Thought with Claire Thomas. It's still in syndication, so I did that for about 2 years, and now I host a show on my YouTube channel, which is part of the Tastemade Network.
Oh, I know the Tastemade Network.
Yeah, they're great.
So now, how do you skew outside of the kitchen at all? Like just in the home in general?
Oh, absolutely. I cover a lot of DIY, a lot of beauty. Basically, anything that sort of comes from the home, that's basically where my expertise lies. So, my blog is known for its DIY projects, for a lot of its easy, I guess I'd say, sort of dress down beauty projects. So, it's really fun. It's basically rooted in lifestyle.
So what's your interest in design overall in the home?
Oh my goodness, it runs deep. I will tell you that. I come from a family of graphic designers and art directors. My sister's a fashion designer, so I just grew up in sort of a very design oriented environment. So for me, I care very deeply about how things are in a home, and I feel like if I bring something into my home, it needs to add value. It needs to belong. It needs to be part of the story. So I do think that when you are curating your home, it should have sort of an overall narrative. I just moved into a home in May, actually, and so getting to put it together and edit and figure out what the best items were for my space was a really fun project. And it's hard. You have to learn how to be a good editor.
So now, what is your design aesthetic? What's your home look like?
Ooh, I mean, I can show you a little
No, I
bit.
need you to. I want you to know what's pretty, but I want you to tell me.
Of course. I would describe my aesthetic as California modern with a little bit of boho. So I love vintage. I collect a lot of vintage pieces, especially Depression era glassware and mid century modern accents. But all of the main pieces in my home, so the rugs, the couches, the tables, that kind of thing, all sort of have a mid century modern aesthetic. Really clean lines, but with really homey, sort of really textural sort of vibes going on. So it feels very warm, but still looks very modern and clean.
So where do you shop for your home?
I shop all over. I love a flea market. I love thrift stores. Those are always the best places to source really unique items. But when it comes to sort of the bigger items where I just need to get something that's not crazy expensive, but still very chic and really beautiful, I love looking at West Elm. I love organic modernism. They have really beautiful, sort of mid century modern walnut
I
furniture
bought
that
a
I
lamp from
love.
them.
Hmm?
I bought a lamp from them.
Oh,
Are
yeah. No,
they in
they're
LA?
fabulous. They're
I
great.
didn't know they were in LA. I thought it was like a New York thing.
Yeah, they're based in Brooklyn, and they just opened a space on La Brea.
I haven't.
And
I literally am sitting next to a lamp that I bought from them.
no way, I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure my entire dining room
I
is
recognize some of the stuff. I do recognize it.
yeah, no, their stuff's gorgeous. I love it. It's so fun and it has such beautiful lines and it's surprisingly inexpensive, which I love. It's I always find it really exciting when you can have good design at a good price as well. I feel like people think that for it to be chic and cool and modern, it needs to be super expensive, but that's definitely not the case.
So, what do you think? What do you know about QVC?
I actually know quite a bit. One of my best friends is Jonathan Graham from Compartes, and he's had a couple of very successful runs on QVC. So I called in once when he was on, and it was very fun to be part of that. But yeah, so through him, I know quite a bit about sort of the process and how exciting it is there. I mean, it's really interesting. I know it's all live, and that you have to be very enthusiastic and really believe in what you're selling because that's what gets people to want to reach out and pick up the phone. So it's been really cool to see, what he does when he's up there.
And what do you think about Ellen?
Oh my gosh, she's amazing. She's so fun. She has such a positive energy, and I love her style. She manages to wear a suit without it looking stuffy. I love the fact that she can wear sort of crisp menswear style fashion, but throw on some chucks and keep it fun. Her taste in music's really awesome. She always has really fun artists. I love her DJs, but yeah, she's fabulous. She's
Are you
very on.
familiar with her interest in the home space?
Oh yeah, I mean, I think that that seems like a pretty organic transition for her. Her and Portia have a gorgeous home. They've shared it several times on the show, actually, and I've seen it also, and I believe it was an Architectural Digest,
Hmm.
and it's just beautiful. I mean, it has that same sort of California modern look, but still very homey, very warm. So it has a really lovely neutral palette, like lots of white, but at the same time, it doesn't feel cold. It feels really accessible and like this could be anybody else's home. So I think her going into home makes a lot of sense.
So tell me about what you love today. This little product, 2 minutes at the max.
Yes, absolutely. So I wanted to talk today about my absolute favorite candle from Cire Trudon. So I'm a bit of a history nerd, so this speaks to me on that level as well. Cire Trudon is the oldest candle making company in the world. It was established in 1643, which I think is amazing, and it's been open since then. It has never shut down. And they actually were the candle makers to Versailles. So they made Marie Antoinette's candles, which is, I think, just puts it to this next level of sort of opulence. And I love the scents. For me, that's really what it comes down to for a candle. You're lighting it, it's going to fill your home. It needs to smell amazing. It can't be cloying, it can't be too strong. It's almost like having really fabulous music on at a party. It has to be in the background and people notice it, but not so much that it distracts them. And so that's what I love about this scent is this one's my favorite. It's Abd El Kader. And what I love about it is it's feminine but without being girly. You know, it's not hot pink. It has this energy of Morocco. It has green tea scents and a little bit of Moroccan mint and a little bit of vanilla beans. So it's earthy, has a little bit of sweetness, but also some really amazing top notes. And a candle or even a perfume or anything that has a scent is made up of a top note, a mid note, and a base note. And all three of those are super important because they all linger for different amounts of time and they sort of create this canvas that the scent sort of clings to. It's really amazing. And that is why it's my absolute favorite. It's so fresh and so good.
Tell me your name one more time.
Claire Thomas.
Hold on